Inspector, Professor Ross.
Yes, of course.
That little jewelry store robbery will be taking place in just about 10 minutes.
This better not be a false alarm.
I assure you, Inspector, it will take place. 3 notorious criminals. You'll want to catch them.
All right, we'll look into the matter.
Fine, Inspector. Good night, Inspector.
Good night, Professor.
Jimmy, listen to me. It would have been much better to blow off the door of the safe. And much easier.
hereby return the jewels and suggest that you seek more modern and more effective protection devices. Respectfully, Ross Simpson, University of Rome. Perfect. Mama! 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 Those stupid idiots. Those fools.
Calm down. You'll wake up the neighbors. What's the matter?
Well, you know, Mama, how I try out practical experiments in the Filford University. how I proved that my criminal theories really work?
Yeah. Spaghetti?
Thank you, Mama. Well, this time I had a perfect situation. 3 crooks who should be in jail anyway. I pull a perfect double cross. The merchandise is returned, and the theory is proven.
So what's the problem?
Look, thieves demolish a jewelry store in deadly robbery. Those idiots used too much TNT. They destroyed the whole store. How can I admit I had anything to do with it now? I'll have to pay to rebuild the whole store. Or I guess I just have to keep the jewels.
Only my son would be worried. Ravioli?
Mama, you don't understand. These jewels are worth $250,000.
That's bad.
Oh, Mama.
Oh, you listen to me. How long have I told you crime is like sex? You don't waste time writing about it, you do it. Look at you. You're a master criminal for a university.
Criminologist, Mama.
Names, titles. What do they mean? What do you got to show for it? You write books. You're famous. But you don't make any money. Even what you steal, you give back.
Oh, Mama.
Imagine if you had just kept 10% of everything you stole. A little commission.
Oh, Mama. You know that's impossible.
Nothing is impossible. Why don't you really steal something for a change? Be a legitimate crook. What about your plan to rob Fort Knox? Have some pizza.
Mama, the Americans are my friends.
Some friends. If they were such good friends, they'd have given you back some of the gold. Oh, all right. Maybe not Fort Knox. What about your other plan?
Which one?
What do you mean, which one? The greatest robbery in the world. The one in South America. In Buenos Aires.
Oh, Mama, that would be too costly. People would have to be paid in advance. Many people. It would take a great deal of seed money to finance.
More than $250,000?
Maybe you got something. Well, does anyone have anything to add on the subject? Susan?
Well, I think it's a matter of ego, Professor. You've no doubt heard that behind every great man there's a woman.
Of course.
Well, it's my contention that behind every master criminal there's a mother.
Why don't you really steal something?
Well, yes. Why not a brother? Or perhaps a father?
No, there's always the possibility of a dormant sibling rivalry. Or, in the case of a father, hidden jealousy. No, I'd have to say it would definitely be the mother.
What about Fort Knox?
Yes. Well, perhaps. Angela, would you like to comment?
Well, I quite agree, Professor. As you brought out in your book, Crime Pays and How, a criminal has a psychological need to discuss his crime with someone. And it's usually this person who betrays him. The master criminal would not make this mistake. He would discuss it only with his mother.
So you see, Mama, I have to keep the jewels. Yes. Well, I see. We have come to the end of our session. Thank you, ladies. Class is dismissed.
The party's tonight. It's going to be 8 o'clock. Bye-bye. You were marvelous, Professor. Thank you very much.
Boy, oh boy, Ross. You old son of a gun. Have you ever got it made? Why don't I get classes with all that talent?
Has it occurred to you, Jones, that women are just not interested in squaring the hypotenuse?
Well, anyway, that's live. If you're not in a hurry, I thought we might have lunch together.
Thanks. I am expected. In the dean's room.
Crime pays and how? It's easier to steal and work for a living. Beautiful women make the best crooks. I ask you, gentlemen, how can we continue to tolerate this?
That's all very well, my dear Dean, but may I remind you that this university is subsidized by the government And the government says he's too famous to fire. Besides, unfortunately, these books have become textbooks on criminology throughout the world.
Yes, but it's his slant that's so damaging.
I grant you. That's why I think Cunningham's suggestion is right. Let him write his next book with the slant that crime does not pay.
I don't think he'll go for it.
Unless we make it attractive enough. What man in his right mind would turn down a 1 year's paid vacation in a beautiful villa, in a beautiful place, with a beautiful girl assistant, an unlimited expense account, a chauffeured limousine?
So you see, Mama, I am leaving for Buenos Aires. On the pretense of doing research for a book of criminology, I taken a lovely villa in Buenos Aires. And was fortunate enough to have assigned to me by the university a beautiful student.
You're as lovely as ever. I know what you like. I bet you hate being a prisoner, don't you?
Correction.
What a shame you have to be locked up all the time.
A very beautiful student. Of course, she had no way of knowing that she was actually helping me to plan the greatest robbery of my career.
One for me! One for me! Huh? One for me! One for me! Of course I have some for you. You're so pretty. Ah, dear. I won't hurt you. Don't be afraid.
Teacher. Something wrong?
No, it's just that birds in cages make me sad.
It's late. You should have been dressed by now.
5 minutes.
Good.
Professor?
Yes.
How much is a parakeet worth?
It depends.
Well, like the one you have. You know, the purple and blue one.
Are you talking about its sales value or its ornithological value?
I just want to know the price of that parakeet, that's all.
Don't call it a parakeet. It's a Melopsicatus variopintus. And it's perhaps the most interesting of all birds because of its hypocrisy. From the point of view of criminology, you see...
Yes, you told me all that, but, its monetary value can be interesting, too. Can you hand me those pants over there?
Letizia, how many times I told you that it's not proper for a student to undress in front of her professor?
What's the difference? You never look anyway.
That's not the point.
Besides, you always say you think of me as a daughter. You can turn around now. Button me up.
How do you think the university would react if they discovered that I was bottling up the student that they assigned me to work on my book?
I am working with you.
Yes, but you weren't supposed to live here with me.
My landlady threw me out. I had nowhere else to go.
Letizia, you're such a naughty girl.
How would you know? Oh. Thank you. Well, how much is it?
What?
The parakeet.
$1,000.
$1,000?
Sure. And the others are worth even more. That's why I wouldn't like it if anything happened to them. Try and finish at the museum. I need that list.
For the success of my plan, I would need access to the opera house. And as luck would have it, the prima donna was an old love of mine. I could have anything I wanted at the opera house.
These files contain the records of all thieves, crooks, murderers and armed robbery specialists at large today. Argentine criminals are very clever. The best in the world.
Good.
The records are at your complete disposal.
Thanks. The situation was beautiful. I had the perfect opportunity to select from these confidential files the finest criminals in Argentina. There was, however, one small problem with my latest escapade.
Hi.
I would need not only experienced thieves, but experienced thieves who were also musical. I had no way of knowing how difficult musical thieves were to find, but I was soon to find out. Go on, maestro.
Sing. Sing.
I don't sing. I steal.
Sing.
Les enfants de la patrie, jour de gloire est arrivé contre nous de la...
All right. 2 more.
Next. Not so rough.
Sing.
La donna mobile, quanto mal vento, butta d'accento e i pensieri. La donna mobile, qual me ha vento, out.
Well, maestro, they are a bit nervous. It's understandable.
Out, I said.
Please, maestro, you'll be throwing them all out at this rate. I know they're not exactly prima donnas, but we must have someone for the job.
To hell with the job. I won't tolerate the art of singing to be profaned in this way. I'm Maestro Gonzalez. I've spent 10 years in the conservatory.
And 5 in jail for fraud. So don't be so damn noble. I like them.
I resign.
You'll continue with the examination. Until we get what we're after. I must leave. But I'll be watching you. With the telecamera.
How do you do? You got the key from Dr. Schwartz, huh? And you've come to ask about His Excellency. Please. Come in. Interesting. His Excellency sees an awful lot of me. I'm ready. But please don't hurt me. What do you want to know about the minister?
Well, it's a delicate subject.
You can speak in front of Tiny. He's been with me for years. He's a very old friend. And besides, he's innocent. He had a hunting accident when he was very young, and it left him harmless. In every way, if you know what I mean. Hmm? Mm.
Now, the ambassador has a box at the Cologne Theater, number 15.
You know, he loves opera even more than he does women.
Saturday night is the gala opening of La Traviata. I must have his box that night.
And that's like taking a baby from its mother. He never misses an opening.
You'll have to miss this one. We'll meet tomorrow evening to go over the details. 7:30.
Let's say 7:45.
7:30. Café de las Flores. You'll see a man there with 3 violets in his buttonhole. Follow him.
Can you really make that much?
You can. With your looks.
Why?
That's it. You're next. Come on.
Me?
Up there, come on. Up there, up there. Now move your legs. Your legs. Good. Dance. Contort your figure. Sexy. Be sexy. Good. Remember, blow up. The film blow up. Yes. Your eyes. Widen your eyes. Like a tigress. Yes. Down. Good. Yeah, sexy. Come on. Come on. Sweat. Sweat. Fine.
I'm doing my best, but I just can't manage to sweat. Oh!
All right. Strip.
What?
For the sake of art.
But your ad said in good taste.
Well, strip in good taste.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't do it.
Okay. Would $1,000 be in good enough taste?
I took these pictures.
I didn't think it was Fellini.
I'm sure you have all been wondering what the job will be. I think now is the time to tell you.
What?
This is our objective.
The opera house. That singer, not bad.
The Cologne Theater. We are simply going to pull off the most sensational job of the year.
No! The Cologne is the haven of lyric opera. It would be a sacrilege.
A sacrilege that would give us a profit of $10 million.
That's over $1 million apiece.
Exactly. This was the opening night of Aida. There was a capacity audience, as there will be at next week's opening of La Traviata.
Which means a capacity audience of 2,850.
The wealthiest people in Buenos Aires.
Like a Christmas tree.
You're right. 2,850 Christmas trees, full of presents, all for us. Well, what do you say?
Gentlemen, the professor has told me his plan. Brilliant. It's most brilliant.
Brilliant or not, it's dangerous. I want a deposit or I won't move. I'm a professional.
Jose is right. $10,000 by tomorrow, or none of us go.
All right. Well then, men, let's get down to work. We'll pull the job during the second act of La Traviata.
Magnificent. It's so romantic.
Gentlemen, meet Georgette, Maestro Gonzalez, Antonio, Claude, Jose. As I was saying, we make our move during the second act of Traviata. And this is where you'll train. The job will require clockwork precision. Therefore, you are required to know the complete score, backwards and forwards, in order to keep pace with the music. Maestro? Maestro. Come on, to work. We have no time to lose.
All right, second scene, gentlemen.
Second scene, hey, what's the
Well, I
second
can
scene?
play you the harmonica.
Letizia, where are you? Letizia! Letizia, where are you? Letizia! Letizia, what's happened? What have they done? Who was it? Tell me. Oh, yes, of course. Well?
Oh, it was horrible. They tied me up. I didn't know they were going to let the water out. No, were for this,
But who?
I would have drowned.
Who did it, Letizia?
I don't know. There were 3 men.
3. What did they want?
They were looking for you.
For me?
And then they found my safe.
The safe? Huh. As usual. They used too much TNT.
Do you know who they are?
They robbed a jewelry store in Rome, and I was responsible for their arrest. The police didn't find the jewels, so they couldn't hold them for long.
We'll have them under arrest again.
No. I'll take care of it later.
Well, what if they come back?
Don't be afraid. I'll see to it that you are never left alone. By the way, would you please explain this to me?
Oh, you like it?
Do I like it? You should be ashamed of yourself, Letizia.
But I did it for the parakeet.
Well, that takes the price. Some girls do it to get in the movies. Some for money. But she does it for a bird. I'm not a moralist, but there is a limit to everything.
I can't see anything wrong with buying a parakeet.
I'm posing you for money. Do you think that's honest?
I did it for you. Is that dishonest?
What? Oh, yes. Sure.
Professor, I think that you're jealous.
Don't be ridiculous. It's just a matter of good taste.
Mm-hmm. You mean that you'd have felt like this with any student that you'd worked with?
Of course.
Where are we?
At Mar del Plata. Come on, Letizia. We just have time to get dressed for the casino. The robbery has left me in an embarrassing position. I am in the middle of an important business transaction and need funds by tomorrow. Here. Thank you.
Is this the way you raise money?
But of course. Come. Letizia, I shouldn't be long. This will give you something to do while you wait for me.
What do I do?
You never played before? It's it. Just put one of these on one of those numbers. And if the little ball lands on your number, you win.
That's all?
That's all. Just bet one chip at a time. They will last longer that way.
Okay. Excuse me, what was that you just bet on?
Black and red. You bet on which color will come up.
Oh, seems easier than the numbers. Hey, won a lot.
I bet 4, I won 4. What you bet you win?
Les jeux sont faits, rien ne va plus. 28 noirs, père et pas. Huit noirs, père et manque. Deux noirs, père et pas. Onze noirs, père et manque.
Got to get to know you.
I won.
4 noirs, père et manque. 35 noirs et père et passe. 10 noirs, père et manque. 17 et noirs et père et manque. 15 et noirs et père et manque.
Faites vos jeux, messieurs. Les jeux sont faits. 22 en plein cheval et carré.
Strange. Look. He's won. Double.
Silence more. Don't be silly.
Let's see, she started out with $1. That was the 15th black in a row. How much does that make?
$1,000.
Deux noirs, père et manque.
That's $64,000. Lady, be careful.
Letitia, did you hear that? $64,000.
Uh-huh.
Please, take it off. Black will not keep coming up forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Letitia, what are you doing?
I'm putting it all on red. You're right. Black cannot keep coming up forever.
23 rouges, impair et passe.
What are you doing?
What?
Why are you walking so strangely?
I don't want to walk on the cracks. I'm superstitious.
Are you mad because I won and you didn't?
No. It's just that I can't stand to see a woman gambling. It's unbecoming. I can't even look at
But
one.
I did it for you.
Especially when she wins. First you pose nude for me. And now you gamble for me. Do you think I can use this filthy money? If I give it, it's just to give it to charity.
No. I can understand being off key, but this is too much.
Nine. These scoundrels are infantile. I quit.
Please, maestro. It's only necessary they keep time.
I know, but these gentlemen are doing a different opera. I can't follow any longer. Come on, we'll start again from...
All right now, man. Back to work.
Now, gentlemen, we'll run over the scene of the departure. Flora and Violetta stuff.
Eccoci dinarmi, qual novità vi dio.
Alfredo, please. Now, Alfredo.
4, ancora hai vinto.
Fortuna nell'amore, fortuna nel gioco.
We'll have an early dinner together, and then he shall be my guest at the performance.
You said I could have your box Saturday.
I said we'd talk about it. I'm sure another night will be just...
Saturday night.
Georgette, It's quite impossible. I haven't missed an opening night in 10 years. It's one of my duties to be there. And besides, La Traviata is my favorite opera.
Really? Well, would you like to see my version?
Your version?
Sure. I know it all by heart. I'll show you my Camille number.
Aguilar, I feel unwell. I need some rest.
His Excellency needs some rest.
Aguilar?
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
I don't think the Russian envoy would enjoy the La Traviata. Arrange for him to see Boris Godunov.
So your little parakeet friend came back.
Yep, there he was, sitting on top of his cage this morning.
And now we have 2 Melopsicatus variopintus. Letizia, ask the director to give you a diagram of the cellar, too.
What?
The cellar was used as a prison on Argentine jail.
Bye-bye.
So long. What is it now?
The maestro's run off.
We had a crisis. Maestro had gone berserk. Unable to stand the terrible singing, he was making a run for it, threatening to turn us in. We had to catch him. Straight to his grave. That's 2. Try to get him to understand. He's liable to kill himself.
Maestro! Maestro! Where's Maestro? Come back. We'll sing better.
Maestro?
Help!
Come.
No, no. Never! Never!
Viviamo nei lieti carici che la bellezza infiora e la fuggevo ora ci ne beviamo tutta.
To the health of the prodigal son.
Thank you. Gentlemen, I've been persuaded to overlook certain of my prejudices about bel canto, so if you'll be good enough, please. Scene of the robbery.
Tu non conosci e fino al prezzo.
Anna, darling.
Victor.
What's the matter?
Thank heavens, at last I have someone who understands me.
Don't listen to the conductor. That's Evil's purpose.
Oh, Victor, I'm so aggravated. The conductor is incompetent, and the tenor thinks he's Caruso. I feel like walking out on the whole thing. And I feel you should invite me to dinner.
You've been neglecting me these last few days.
Tomorrow evening, after the premiere. Then we'll celebrate your success. All right?
All right.
Professor? Call for you. The Carmelite Convent.
Excuse me. One of those charities.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good work.
He's got a special machine connected backstage to this box. Something the Germans invented. Some secret weapon. We'll be borrowing some electricity from your machine.
Thanks. Hello? Yes? How are you, sister?
Sister is exhausted. That's how. I haven't been out of this room for 6 days. But you'll be pleased to know that I've got the box for you.
Excellent, sister, excellent.
Everything is to remain the same.
Don't you worry. I've arranged to be here with him for as long as he would like. Cut it out, Pancho. My uncle calling long distance.
To hell with your uncle.
It's back to work. Bye.
Perfect. Good girl. You've made a really complete catalog of the museum.
Thank you. Now can we go to dinner? I'm starving.
As soon as we finish our drinks. Just one more minute. I'm taking you to a really special place. The best food in all Buenos Aires.
Can we dance there, too?
But of course.
Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, he sure is built.
Oh, Tiny?
Where'd you find him?
He was loaned to me by a close friend of mine. With Tiny around, no one will dare to touch you when I'm not here.
No one will touch me, Does that include Tiny?
Whatever do you mean, Letizia?
Aren't you afraid he might make a pass at me when you're not around?
Oh, no. Impossible.
How can you be so sure?
Well, call it intuition. Shall we go?
Okay.
Excuse me. Hello? What?
You can find yourself another Violetta.
Miss Terenzi, if you please. I've got Mr. Simpson on the line for you.
Oh, at last, someone who
It
understands.
doesn't go on like this, sort of quick.
Oh, yes, perfectly. Only what is it? I understand. But I'd say it's a hasty decision.
Darling, something terrible is happening to me.
Now, listen. We'll have dinner, and we will work everything out. Wonderful. Don't you worry. Bye.
That table was for us.
Yes, I know. But there's been a complication and...
Who are you talking to? A girl?
Of course not. Don't be silly. It was the publisher of my book. There seems to be a problem with the publication rights. Well, I must go.
Will you come back for me later?
No, the meeting will take some time. Have Tiny fix you something. I'll take you out tomorrow night, eh?
Victor! Now, wouldn't you prefer a swim with me than no business meeting? Tiny! Come on in. The water's fine.
Senora, if you want me to, I will. But I think there's something you ought to know.
Hello? Who's this? Oh, it's you. No, he's not around. But you can find him at the Piccadilly.
Are you sure of that? If you're lying, we'll be back. And this time, we'll drown you for good.
I want to thank you Not just for myself, but on behalf of Mr. Will. A Traviata without you would be meaningless.
I'll do it only for you. And if you'll stay near me, I'll be the greatest Traviata in all history.
I couldn't ask for more.
Reservation?
No. We're looking for someone.
You want to leave already?
Yes, it's too crowded here. All right.
7:50, sir.
Keep the change. May I? Let's go. Excuse me for just a moment. They are having dinner. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Well, if it isn't the professor.
What happened? An accident?
Yes. With the police. The night you double-crossed us.
We're ready, Chief.
Enter the sewers that run from the cellar of the museum and make your way to the Cologne Theater. And keep strictly to the schedule.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
The thief holds this. What's in it? Plastic dynamite. Careful. You might set it off and then beam. Go through. The guy. They haven't got Borman yet, have they?
Here's the diagram of the cellar.
Professor? Oh. Professor, we're entering the cellar now.
From now on, you won't be able to communicate by radio. Any questions?
Everything's fine.
Then good luck.
Schnell.
Yes.
We're here. If we want to get to the other side, we have to break through at this point. Achtung! Break through the gate. Cut here.
Huh?
Oh, come, you. Pick that up, you. Help them. Hurry. What are you waiting for, you incompetent Dummkopf? Come, come. Verdammten Spaghetti eaters. Blockheads. Schnell, schnell. Yeah, yeah.
Help. Sure.
Dick. Ein. Zwei. Ein. Zwei.
2. 1.
Install the mirror.
Install the mirror in the roses.
Magnificent decoration.
Yes, it's a real treat for the eye.
Looks very thick. Where is the hammer?
Are you sure we won't be flooded?
Give me a hand instead of sitting up there doing nothing.
What do you mean, doing nothing? We'll go over the score again. The professor told us to practice up to the last minute.
Oh, see?
Scene of the Torero.
I Madrid noi siamo amattori, siamo in prodi del circo dei fiori, e giunti a grande del chiasso, cavalli di spade e grasso, e una storia dire vorrete.
Hey, what's going on? That's La Traviata. It is La Traviata.
But it starts tonight at 9. Something funny's going on down there.
Gentlemen, we have 5 minutes more. And in 5 minutes, the bare highest the water can get is... here. Dynamite.
Here, that's above my head. I want to get out of here. I can't swim. I can't swim. Let me out. I want to get out of here. Let me out. I can't swim.
And that concludes our program of light music. Sound and tone, it will be exactly 6:16.
You call this taking a breath of fresh air? It was so nice in bed, too.
Even the Lord took a rest on the 6th day.
7th.
Professor will be punctual. Otherwise, all of Buenos Aires will hear the explosion. Silence!
Oh.
Razza di cretino, ma cosa le viene in testa?
If I could, I would go. It won't stop.
Vorrei proprio sapere chi le ha dato la patente.
No, don't get nervous. But look, I can't do anything. I'm sorry.
I'm swimming. I know how to swim.
Come here! It's going to explode! Heads down! Gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the Cologne Theater. This fireproof door leads to the course artist's changing rooms. We shall go in 3 hours, when the opera begins.
Why then?
The chorus will be on stage then, and the dressing room will be empty. Gentlemen, break for lunch.
Hi, Bright.
This is a very important social occasion, ladies and gentlemen. A magnificent audience is pouring into the Cologne Opera House. The theater is marvelously decorated with thousands of
police. Police everywhere. The place is full. What do we do?
Don't move from there.
This time you won't fool us.
This time you may be sure, boys. I'll play ball.
Everything's quiet.
Please. I have my private life. Look. You're in for a cut of the profits. Now you have to trust me. I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we'll go.
Go where?
Gentlemen, have you ever been to the opera? Hello? Operator, I'd like to send a telegram.
To whom, sir?
Minister de Flores. Patagonia Avenue. Telephone 73-77-787. Urgent. Here is the message for him.
What's he doing in there? Thought he was in such a hurry.
X5.
X5.
Yes. Code number.
Is that all?
That's all.
We'll take care of it, sir.
Thanks.
You like it?
It's beautiful.
Well, are you ready?
Ready? Ready for what?
Dinner. You said last night that you'd take me out tonight.
Oh, Letizia, I am very sorry, but it's impossible.
What?
Please forgive me. I forgot I have something to do.
Oh, I bet you do.
Letizia, wait. Letizia. Letizia, what's the matter with you?
I'll tell you what's the matter with me. I saw your publisher last night.
Letizia. Letizia, wait.
And for a man, he sure was built funny.
Stop. How dare you behave like this to your professor? Letizia, I can explain everything.
You could never explain to me why you left me to go to dinner with that half-baked prima donna!
Listen, Letizia. I swear on my honor, it was only a business deal last night.
Okay. Then what are you doing tonight that's so important, huh?
I'm going to the opera.
Can I go with you?
Well, yes. Oh, no. No.
Publisher singing tonight? Huh?
As a matter of fact, it's true. How do you dare? I am your professor. I am your professor. Hurry up. Get in. Close the door.
I hope we didn't disturb your private life.
Letizia!
I hate
tarde, senora.
Bye-bye. Arrivederci.
We take all the risk, and Professor takes most of the profits.
No, he doesn't. I've talked to the others, and they're all in agreement. The professor's out.
Yes,
right.
Come in.
A telegram.
Don't bother me. I'm on a goodwill tour.
The roses will bloom tonight.
What does that matter to me? Tell to the gardener.
It's a decoded message from X5. It means that the dollar will be devalued.
Ah.
By 10%.
What?
Huh?
Oh.
Ah. Here.
Oh.
Telephone. And after this, please make it champagne. The Brazilian ambassador, please.
Hello, Minister de Flores.
What? The grapevine says 10%. It will be at least 20%. I know those damn Yankees.
Devalue by 50%, certainly. Maybe more.
By 70%. By the Western economy is going to be ruined. My savings, my rubles.
But before informing the president, check with the American embassy.
We've tried, but there's no answer. Saturday.
Everyone on stage for Act 2. Everyone on stage for Act 2.
Oh, the power of the almighty dollar. He successfully removed the president and his most unwelcome police escort before the end of the intermission. My plane could now continue on schedule.
never enjoyed anything so much.
What's that thing for? We must steal some electricity. Then you'll see what happens.
You said 70% of the people would be pumped out.
The people hide it, you know, idiots.
You tricked us again. You tricked us. you're back.
Aku? Nou? De professor.
Idiots. You thought you were so clever. I timed them perfectly. I have one more canister than you.
Good night, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to give you the latest bulletin on the incredible robbery at the Cologne Theater. The exact cause of the great sleep in which 2,850 spectators woke up early this morning, completely stripped of their possessions and valuables, is not known yet. The only explanation so far was given by police medical authorities. They suggested that an excessive lack of hydrogen in the air could produce a surplus of oxygen, causing giddiness and eventually exhaustion and sleep. This might explain the presence of a peculiar device attached to the air ventilating system, something like a pump.
Here. Come on. Take it. Here. Here. Go. Here. Please, wait your turn.
Blah.
Yes, I know. But it will make you feel better. You have to get up now. You must get dressed for the picture. Come on. Your plane leaves in 2 hours.
Plane? But I was at the opera, wasn't I? What happened?
You passed out at the opera during the second act. You caused quite a confusion.
I did?
Fortunately, I saw you and brought you home. You have to hurry. The plane won't wait.
Please don't send me away.
I'm not sending you away. It's only for a very short time. Understand? All right. I have a small cottage in Switzerland, just outside Zurich. A place to forget about criminology.
You mean I have to go alone?
I'll join you there. It's just for a few hours.
Then we'll be together.
As long as you want.
Excuse me, my plane is leaving. Sorry. We were here first.
I'm sorry, but we've been ordered to check all passengers departing from Buenos Aires tonight. I know, but it has to do with the robbery that took place at the Colon Theater.
But I'll miss my plane.
Please. Excuse me, miss. I think I can help you.
Thank you.
Could I have your passport?
Here it is.
It's only for a minute. All her baggage has been checked through except for a dozen parakeets.
Parakeets? What are they for?
I don't know.
You're an ornithologist?
Oh, yes.
Do you have your clearances? Yes.
Shot record?
Very good.
All in order.
Goes in.
Thanks.
Have a good flight.
Your attention, please.
Well, there you are, Miss Ornithologist. If you like, I'll escort you to your plane.
Thank you. Boarding on flight 226. Thank you.
Letizia!
Victor!
Letizia! The birds! The birds! Letizia, the birds! The birds! The birds!
They're free! But they're finally free!
The birds! My birds!
Why are you crying?
I am so happy. So happy.
Ready, Bill? Okay, Mule. MacArthur's waiting for this little Jap exterminator, and I was giving it some extra special service. Hey, Bud. She's okay. Spin her along. Let's go. Come on, Red.
Oh, Bill. If you tossed me around this way before we're married, what are you going to do afterwards?
This? No use, fellas. It's already dated up. How are things going at the drive-in?
Oh, all right. But I'd much rather be working at the plant with you.
Gosh, I wish my application would hurry up and go through.
So do I. I'm hoping that more of you gals will come in so we guys can do some of that front line stuff ourselves.
Step on it, will you? I can't breathe in these close quarters. I'm allergic to them now.
Okay, boss.
In a hurry, darling?
I should be. I've been marking time for 3 years. Step on it, will you, Larkin?
Hey, what's the idea of cutting in on us like that? What do you want, the whole
Give
road?
me the insurance company's name.
Yeah, well, what good's that going to do?
Now, I'm certain everything will turn out all right. If the insurance company doesn't take care of you, then that's the time to be upset.
Okay, Larkin, let's go. Say goodbye to the boy, Nikki.
Goodbye, Mr.
Bill Barry.
Goodbye, Mr. Barry.
Bill, why did you let them go?
Take it easy, Mary. They're insured.
Another one?
As flat as yesterday's beer.
Well, what do we do now? Oh, never mind. May I have the next dance with you? I'll try to get a rumba.
Uncle Sam says conserve your tires, drive slowly, stay under 40, and buy war stamps
Well,
and war
I'll
bonds.
call Freddy and have him tow us in.
Gee, sounds like a B-25.
Yeah, that dropped one right on my noggin. Hi, Mary. How'd you make out with the insurance company about getting tires?
They offered me $25, said that's all they were worth.
What? Why, $25 wouldn't buy a rubber band. Wait a minute. Know who that is?
Tony Gilin. Why, that's the
Yeah,
man.
the big shot who said everything will be okay. Well, I'm going visiting. Everything isn't okay.
Well, Tom, are you glad Mr. Gillen's back?
Yes, miss. He's a good boss, and I hate to leave him.
Leave him?
I've enlisted in the army.
You have?
I'm going to report tomorrow.
Well, that's wonderful, but what does Mr. Gillen think about that?
I don't know. I haven't tell him yet. Excuse me. Mr. Gillen's apartment. Who? Bill Barry. Just a moment, please.
Bill Barry? Oh, yes. Have him come up.
Oh, send him up, please.
I want to see Mr. Gillen, please. It's very important.
Step right in, please.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hello.
Have you been to the insurance company?
Yeah, but it didn't do much good. Oh, you suppose you could hurry him up? I've got to get to work.
I will, Mr. Barry.
Thanks.
What do you do?
Well, I'm at the arms plant testing machine guns.
Oh, that's grand. You're really doing your bit. You know, someday they'll be handing out decorations to fellows like you.
Well, the only decoration I want is to know that we're turning out the best we can.
Won't you sit down?
Thanks, but I haven't much time.
Then why wait? What do you want?
It's about the accident.
What about the accident?
Well, your insurance company wouldn't go for more than $25.
That sounds about right. Your car wasn't worth much more than that.
Well, it's the tires I'm talking about. You can't buy them. The only way we can get tires is to buy a used car, any kind, as long as it has rubber on it.
What, is this a new racket or something? Buy you a car? Did you say you can't buy tires?
That's right. Say, what?
Of course, Tony. The government says nobody can buy tires. They're restricted.
Oh, you mean it's like prohibition, only this time they're going to make it stick, huh?
Yeah. Where have you been? Pearl Harbor isn't a girl's name, you know.
Okay, beat it, wise guy.
Hey, now, wait a minute. You said if your insurance company didn't fix it up, that you...
I don't care what I said. I'm saying now get out.
Well, look, I don't see what...
Please, come on.
Okay, but what about the tires?
Let me see what I can do. Where can I get in touch with you?
Gate 3 at the United Arms plant.
Fine. I'll do what I can.
Thanks.
Well, I haven't heard that voice of yours in a long time.
You use a well-worn phrase, something's cooking.
Yes.
Now, I am afraid to tell them I'm leaving. I have to have the afternoon off. I got a few sticks of furniture to sell and my car.
Car? With tires?
Yes.
Tommy, Tom's selling his car. Look, how about giving it to that Barry fellow?
Okay, we'll keep him out of my way. Wait a minute. Did you say Tom's car?
Yes, sir. You see, I have enlisted in the Army.
The Army? Well, congratulations, my boy. Tom, I don't know how I'm going to get along without you, but then, well, everybody has to do their bit, so you'll do mine, huh? Congratulations. Nice to see you.
Discover these worn-out cars until after the war. Will they be surprised?
Here's the setup, Bandy. Watch it close. The Lakes Trucking Company routes through here, see? They're going to deliver 2 loads of rubber to the Alvin Airplane Company. I want that rubber. Get rid of the trucks and the men. I don't care how you do it. Maybe over the bridge. Just so it doesn't smell of hijacking. Do you get it? Sure. Okay.
Hi, Tony. 680 more tonight.
Good. You better get rolling here doing Detroit.
Right, boss. Boy, we're really going to have an enterprise. Well, I'll see you on the retread.
Gee, boss, we got more tires now than the Salvation Army has donuts. And now you're going to make some more? How are you going to get rid of them? You can't stick a tire in the guy's hip pocket and
Now, wait a minute. Stop worrying about it, Larkin. We're going to sell them legitimate.
I don't savvy.
We'll have customers crying to buy them. Hello, Angel. Come on in.
Boss, you are now the new owner of 19 used car lots, and for Wednesday I'll have you 50 more. They're giving them away.
Gee, boss, I get it. You mean a car with decent rubber is what? You're a genius.
Yes, and I got brains, too. Come on, I'll show you guys something. Hello, Maxie.
Hello, boss. It's all set.
Turn it over. How do you like it?
It's terrific. 1 second a new tire you can't sell, the next second a used tire. It's colossal.
It's big, too.
Oh, it's gigantic. Come on, boys. I'll show you something else. How's it look, Frank?
Feel like a cattle rustler on a double feature, changing brands like this.
Yeah, but there's more hay in it. Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Mr. Gilin. We molded 4 tires out of the first batch. We cut the rubber too much. No resistance to wear. However, I think I've hit upon the proper formula now. A definite resiliency and enough mileage in it to last a few thousand miles.
Good. Fine.
Like cutting the scotch in the old days. Just put enough of the real stuff in to give it the flavor.
Yes.
You don't want that, no, Arthur.
I suppose you're right, Mr. Gilin.
This isn't a kindergarten. Stop making those rubber rings. We've got work to do. Now cut it out, Dumbo.
Like it? I haven't seen such good rubber in a long time. Want a demonstration?
No, I'll take it. I guess these days you can sell cars without motors as long as they have tires.
Yeah. How about some more sugar, Mary?
Saboteur, you have had your quota for the week.
All right, stir it up with your finger. I won't tell the FBI.
Extra, no more cars. Army moves on rubber. Hey, extra paper here.
Hey, kid.
Paper, sir?
Yeah. Hey,
Thank you. How'd Brooklyn make up?
Them bums.
See, look at these ads here. Best prices paid for cars with or without tires.
What's that got to do with Brooklyn?
Well, Mary's car with no tires is jacked up in the garage. No good that way. Let's sell it.
Yeah, why not? Hey, Mary.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't say anything to her until after it's done. You know, like a woman, she never wants to let go of anything.
What about the ownership card?
Oh, it's in my name. We bought it together.
Did you call, sir? Is the service satisfactory?
Nope. It's too light and there's a crowd.
Got it out, Romeo. We're in a hurry, Mary. Gotta go. Big business.
Freddie, finish your milk.
Oh.
Go on, drink it.
The tip.
Don't forget, Freddie, don't drive fast. You promised.
Okay, sis. I only hope this jalopy remembers.
Hey, hold on. You don't need me. I'll go home with Mary. See you later.
Okay.
Always in a hurry.
$50 is tops. There ain't enough rubber on it to make an eraser.
Okay, it's a deal, mister. Say, what do you do with them without tires?
We count them at night. That cheap stuff is old-fashioned. Hey, babe. Unhook her and pull her in back. Come on.
Okay. Say, what about selling me one of these tires? I'm riding on canvas.
Nothing doing, kid. There's plenty of good rubber in them, and we need them.
No, just thought I'd ask.
Hey, why not sell him one of those? Get $10.
Help me out.
Hey, kid. Got one for you.
Ambulance call Hazelhurst and Finley.
Hello? Yes, this is Mary Dale's home. What? Where? Thank you. Mary. Fred's been hurt.
How? Where is he? Is it
Oh,
serious?
now, wait a minute. Don't worry. It didn't say how badly.
Oh.
I still can't believe it. Just a couple of hours ago. He was a fine kid.
Tire must have blown. It turned him over. Look at those skid marks.
He never had a tire like that. New. Look at that. Falls apart when you touch it.
Yeah, some of that phony hot rubber. It's murder having one of those on your car.
Yeah, and it's murder selling them.
Look at that rubber. It's like mush. You know, there's more to this than just Fred and that one tire. Every day the papers are telling us what's happening. Where'd he get it? That's what we've got to find out.
Oh, quit playing copper. This is a job for the police, not for you or me.
Keep your ears open, screwball. Bill went to the DA and... How you tell him, Bill?
Well, he thanked me and said that the police and the FBI are working on cases like this. Hundreds of them all over the country. But he also said these days every one of us has a job to do. And that's to help them run them down.
Boy, I'm right with you. The other day a guy tried to hustle me a pair of tires. Still spitting his teeth out.
Sure, I need rubber, but it's better to have a blowout on Broadway than on the battlefield.
Well, listen, fellas. Making somebody pay for this is going to be a tough job to tackle. But I've got an idea. Come here.
Tony, this racket's better than having a key to the mint. Look at this one. This caddy with broken down shoes I bought for a C note. Put tires on, we get 5 bills. Yeah, just like Dollar Day. Hauling in the dough.
And if we watch ourselves, we'll be sitting pretty after the war. What's this? Say, these are the kids that put us in business. Police are investigating sources of new unbranded tire whose blowing out resulted in the accident. The tread was manufactured of a rubber-like composition marked with a V. V. Rubber-like composition.
Hey, that V sounds like the first batch Artie ran off before we hit the right cutting.
Yeah, he said he made about 4 of them. They're over at ABC. What do you know about this?
Nothing, boss. Nothing.
Now stop lying. What do you know about it?
Oh, I didn't think anything would happen. The kid wanted a tire, and I sold him one for $10.
Get over to ABC and get rid of them. Burn them. Are they still there?
Yeah.
For a sawbuck, you'd put us on the spot, wouldn't you?
Fred, how many fellas have you got?
All I need to cover the south side. Told the shift about and we're raring to go.
My department will stake out downtown. We're all set to go, Bill.
Good. Now, you've got to keep your eyes open, and above all, don't let anybody get hep. Every parking lot, every used car place, and every gas station. And the minute you see a V-tread on the tire, we move in.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Come on, come on. Let's go.
Guy is still hanging around.
See anything you like, Bud?
Not yet. Still looking.
How about this one? Look at the rubber. It's a steel.
Not bad.
Not bad? Take a look at that rubber. $2.50. It's like winning a bank night.
$2.50? What is this, a stick-up? The girlfriend of a pal of mine working with me at the arms plant owned this heap. She only paid $100 for it.
So what? He's got more experience now.
Customer wants to see you.
Be back in a minute.
I don't get the angle. He's been hanging around for 3 days.
There's a guy been nosing around our lot, too. With some kind of a button with a number on it. Looks like a walking price tag.
Well, factory work is bad. Say, wait a minute. When I was making collections over the ABC, there was some fella giving that place the gander. Hey, maybe there's some... Oh, I guess not.
Spell it. What is it?
Well, he said one of the crates on the lot belonged to the gal or some guy he worked with at the arms plant.
Arms plant? That doesn't help us. What kind of a car?
It was an Auburn, 28, convertible sedan.
What was that girl driving, the one we hit? You know, the one whose brother?
You're right.
Name's Bill Barry. He had a lot of nerve crashing into me. He might have... Say, that FBI knocked us off in Cleveland last week. And it's just a piece of luck that we kept our skirts clean. I'm not taking any chances on a repeat performance. Hello, Nikki. Oh, well, honey, I've been up to my ears. Oh, we've got a date tonight, haven't we, kid? Sure. Yeah, I'll be there. And listen, I've got a little job that only you can do. Right. See you there. I tell you, Nikki, it's a perfect setup.
The boy hasn't done anything to you. Anything you're certain of.
I'm not a gambling man, Nikki. But if I was that kid, I'd try and find out where those V tires came from. The police won't go further than checking treads, and they'll hit a blind alley. But it wasn't their pal that was buried, it was his.
I won't do it. Tony, about this rubber business, have you ever thought what you're doing?
Sure, I know what I'm doing. But you don't have to worry about it. You do this, honey. And it's worth a big bracelet to you, and you can pick it out yourself. Here's his address. Got it from the insurance company.
I'm stuck. Can you... Oh, Mr. Barry.
Hello, what are you doing here?
Nothing except being stuck. Do you know anything about cars?
Oh, enough to make that jalopy Mr. Gilin gave us run like a top. What's the trouble?
I wish I knew.
Hey, I smell gas. The carburetor's probably flooded. I'll pull the throttle out. There. Let it sit a couple of minutes. I never expected to run into you again. I mean like this.
Neither did I.
A lot's happened since we last saw you. Mary's kid brother was killed.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, some rat sold him a bum tire. It's going to be the worst deal he ever made.
What do you mean, Bill?
Well, we're after him. And when we get him, well, you'll find out that the rubber in that tire will stretch him to 20 years in Alcatraz. Oh, you can try it. There she goes.
Ah, success. Can I drive you someplace?
Oh, sure thing. I'm on my way to work. The bus stop's about 3 blocks down.
I'll pay you back by taking you right to the factory.
Hey, thanks.
Stop moping over that kid buddy of yours. He ain't the only guy what's in the Army.
Bill can't figure how Nikki can con him into this spot.
Well, you ain't had a look at Nikki in a long time. She could con me into any spot, especially a cozy little chateau like this.
I always meet Red on the bus. He works with me. He'll wonder what happened.
Bill.
Hmm?
Nothing. Never mind. Look, I've forgotten something. I'm terribly sorry. Something I really have to do.
Oh, well, think nothing of it. Just drop me off the next corner and I'll catch your bus. Thanks for the lift this far, anyway.
Here she comes. What happened? Where's the chump?
Missed him. I'll have to try again. He left before I got there.
Well, tomorrow's another day.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to cover all the gas stations on the east side.
Say, I've hung around that used car lot until I'm starting to take root. Same with all the other guys.
Bill. Hi, Red.
Missed you on the bus.
I got a lift. Any news about that tire?
Nope. Say, you remember Mary's car? I saw it at a used car place. They're asking $250 for it.
You saw it? Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure, except now it's got good rubber on it.
Wait a minute. You mean all 4 tires?
Not thinking of buying it back, are you?
No. I wonder where they got those tires. They only had V treads.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Looks like we're on a wild goose chase, and without the golden eggs.
Maybe you're right, but I hate to admit it, though.
Well, we did everything we could. There it is.
Attention, all employees. This plant has just received an official communication from the United States government commending us on the quality and the production of our 50 caliber guns turned out by Department 4. They were responsible for shooting down 10 German Messerschmitts over Berlin. Now you can cheer if you want to. And the Navy Department has awarded us the E flag for efficiency. Now, no more cheering. Let's go back to our benches and show them that we deserve it. That's all, boys.
I thought it all out. We've got to keep at it until we find the guy who's doing this rubber pitch. And I know all about your flat feet.
Bill, I'm a good mechanic, but as a detective, I stink. Give my dogs a break and call in the FBI. It's more fun reading about it.
Those flyers who dropped the Messerschmitts didn't sit back waiting to read about it.
I got a hunch I'm getting hooked again. But so long as I don't feel a point, I'll play along.
And you're hooked solid. Tomorrow you and I are going car shopping.
Again?
Look at the sidewalls. That's new rubber with the shine taken off.
It's getting hot.
Well, warm. Anyway, I'm going to chance a long shot. Maybe they're selling tires here. Hi, Bud. Anything under the hood?
Ain't it a new baby?
How about a couple of tires without the car?
Hey, where do you think you guys are? We're selling cars here, and that's all.
All right. Throttle down. A fella of mine bought one here, that's all.
Not here, brother. Who did he say he bought it from?
I'll have to ask him. Let's go.
Okay, Bill.
Of course I've seen him, but he's always had somebody with him. I can't just spin a web and have him jump in.
I don't care what you have to do. I've started something and I'm going to finish it. We've got to get rid of him.
Tony, you're just looking for trouble. It's only a hunch of yours anyway that he's tabbing us.
Listen, the last time I sloughed off a hunch of mine, it put me in the pen. And I'm going to... What are you doing here, Curly? You're supposed to be in one of the lots.
I was at a lot, boss. The ABC. A couple of birds came in and gave it the once-over. And to top it, they know about that tire. The one that was sold by Butch. And here's the payoff. They know somebody who knows Butch.
Somebody was ripping you. Or are you playing an angle? What the guy look like?
Well, there was two of them.
Two of them?
Yeah. And the guy who gave me the business was about as tall as you. Not bad looking. About 20. And the other guy called him Bill.
Just a hunch, huh? Well?
I can't figure it. Well, guess I better get out of town for a while.
Yeah. And don't stop to pack. Have a nice trip.
Yeah, thanks, Tony.
Too bad about Butch. Huh, Dumbo?
Sorry, ma'am. Defense Factory District. You'll have to dim your lights.
Well, night, Bert. Come on, Bill. See you tomorrow. Hi, Mary. Harry, I think we've hit the trail. The right trail. I just know it. It's like being up at bat and knowing you're going to count the next one out for a homer.
Oh, darling, be careful. I'm afraid for you.
Well, I'd be sore if you weren't. You can check your worries. Tomorrow I'm going to meet the bunch down at that lot, and we're going out there and rip that fifth column right off the page. And another reason why you shouldn't worry is, well, they say a guy in love has a charmed life. Sure wish we could step out tonight, but I've got a lot of stuff. Pretty soon I'll be seeing blueprints in my sleep.
I'm jealous. Imagine competing with the blueprint.
Yeah, and you ought to see some of their curves.
Good night, darling. Don't work too late.
I won't. Good night, kid. See you tomorrow. Oh, that light fuse again. Like living in a continual blackout. I had some matches around here someplace.
Light? Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, we just want to talk to you. Sit down, Bill. You look like a smart fellow, Bill. Why don't you keep your nose out of other people's business? Keep it clean. It'll stay in shape longer.
Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if you don't, you and I are just wasting time, Bill. But if you do, you can save yourself a lot of trouble. Smoke? Lay off your snooping around, Bill. It isn't healthy. Guess that's all. Guess we don't have to draw you any pictures to show you what we mean. Do we, Bill? That's just a sample. A very small sample of what you can expect. In case you think you might be dreaming, have some light.
Boy, did he let me have it.
Sure, huh?
It sure is. Look, fellas, not a crack to Mary about this, No sense in getting her upset. But believe it or not, the next time somebody offers me a light,
Don't forget the duck.
Yeah. Well, fellas, that's how it ends. It means that Muller and I touched it off at that used car lot. It also means that there might be a little roughhousing. So if any of you guys want to sit this one out, you can.
The only way I'll sit this one out is on top of one of those Racketeers.
Hey, how about tipping off the cops?
What? Now, well, I've got something to pay back and with interest. Well, fellas, what's the word?
I'm with you. Let's tear them apart.
Okay, we'll pick up the rest of them on the way. Let's go.
We're right behind you.
Wait a minute. Come on.
Hey, you.
Where are the cars?
What cars?
The cars for sale here.
I don't see any cars for sale. I don't see any cars at all. Those people are out of business.
Well, who owned the lot?
ABC Company, I guess.
ABC Company? You can't kick the daylights out of the alphabet.
You can if you find out who's behind it. There's my name and address. It's $10 in it if you find out where they went. I'm heading for the city hall. There must be a name on the selling license for this place. Thanks, Bud.
Hello? This is Charlie.
Okay, Charlie. So your brain trusters thought I was getting cold feet washing up the ABC lot, huh? Well, the mob just stepped into it to clean us out. Are you sure all those cars are on the road?
Yeah, they're a long way out of town by now.
Good. Those buses around would be waving a signal flag. Now, the spark plug of that mob is a fellow I'm sick and tired of. Did you ever hear the name Bill Barry?
Yeah. Too often. When?
Tonight. Get Larkin to drive you and no more conversation. I'll be at the club with Nikki until the job is done. Evening, Lala.
Good evening, Mr. Gilin.
I wonder if my watch is right. What time have you?
11:05, sir.
11:05. That's right, thanks.
Some girls are born lucky, are on the right side of the street.
Hello, Scotty.
Hi, Mr. Gilin.
The Moulin Rouge may have the best chef in town, but you're still my favorite bartender. The way this man crushes mint without bruising it is out of this world.
Thank you, sir. And what'll it be tonight, Mr. Gilin?
2 French 75s and go light on the cream de mint.
That's only for coloring anyhow. Doesn't add a thing to the kick.
Say, Scotty.
Yes, sir.
Aren't you a bit fast?
If you're referring to the time, no, sir.
Tony, you're building an alibi.
Smart girl. Bandy's taking care of that Barry lad tonight. If anything goes wrong, I know from nothing. Have some of these. They're good. Just enough butter.
Try this.
Fine. Just right, Scotty.
Thank you, Mr. Gilin.
Be back in a minute, Tony. I have a little headache.
Well, Scotty will fix it up for you.
You can't powder my nose, can you? But who? Nikki, please, you must tell me. Nikki? Nikki! Opera...
I never knew a woman to powder her nose that fast.
Noses are coming shorter these days. War measure. Bill!
Mary, what are you doing here?
I'll tell you in the car. Come on.
They're turning around. They got to go over the bridge. I'll get them there.
Why'd you want me to turn around and go this way?
Bill, you can't go home.
Why not?
Well, that girl, Nikki, telephoned me. She was terribly excited.
Come in behind him.
You all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
You didn't miss by much. Look.
Scotty, check and pencil.
Yes, sir.
12:20. Imagine wasting an evening sitting in a bar.
I've seen some spend a weekend here.
There you are, Scotty.
I'm tired, Tony. If you don't mind, I'd like to go home.
Oh, no, I wouldn't think of it. The evening's young yet. Come on up to my place for a while, Nikki. I thought I heard a click, like a light switch. Why did you lie?
Lie? Well, now, really, Tony. Is that so unusual for a woman? What are you talking about?
You telephoned from the club. Who did you call?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. It wasn't important. I called my apartment. I expected a package. I bought a dress today. You'll love it. You know, they're making them much shorter now.
I used to tell whether or not you were lying. This time you're going to tell me.
Coffee, sir.
Tommy.
When did you get back?
I'm on 24 hours leave. I thought I'd surprise you.
You certainly did that.
Turn around, let me look at you. Oh, wonderful. You're proud of it, aren't you?
Yes, miss. Sometimes I have trouble keeping my chest down. It always puffs up, and sometimes it feels like singing.
Well, that's great, Tom, but not right now, see? I've got to say, though, that your coffee is still the best.
Thank you, Mr. Gilin. The boys at the camp agree with you.
Bill, don't you think you should have told the police about Nikki?
No, not yet. Nikki won't spill to the police, but she will to me. Well, I'm going over and see her.
Oh, darling, I'm frightened.
Oh, now you just sit right there and don't worry.
Bill, I love you.
That makes us even. Yeah, now you better say that until I come back. With my shield or on it.
Seems funny, Tommy, you serving us in that uniform. But you look great in it. Better than a white coat, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Mr. Gilin.
You know, there was a time when all a uniform meant to me was a Western Union boy or a postman. But it's certainly different now.
No, miss. It's the same, except we're all wearing the same uniform and in the same fight. How I feel when the bullets fly.
You'll probably find yourself a better couch and dive under it.
No doubt. Excuse me. Mr. Gilin's apartment. Who? Just a moment. Mr. Bill Barry downstairs.
Is he alone?
Is Mr. Barry alone? Yes, sir.
Send him up.
No, Tony.
Don't worry, I'll take care of him. Send him up.
You may send him up, please.
Tom, clean out these dishes and wait in the kitchen. I may need you later.
Tony, please give him a chance.
Why?
Because it's just that he isn't like us.
Coming from anybody else, that would be an insult. Wait a minute. I'll answer it.
Oh, Nikki, gosh, I'm glad you're here.
What do you want, Mr. Barry?
Yes, what do you want?
Hey, are you kidding? What is this, a gag? You know what I want, both of you.
Don't tell me you've worn out your tires already. Well, I'm sorry, but we haven't another car to give you.
Now listen here. I want to know who's making that phony rubber. And who's using me for a punching bag and who's pumping lead at.
Pumping lead?
Yeah, and I don't care how big he is or who he knows.
That's big talk from a small timer.
Sure, I know. I'm just a little guy. Well, a drop of water isn't so big, but a whole lot of them makes the kind of wave that's pretty tough to duck. And that guy, whoever he is going down for the third time and for good. But you've got to tell me who he is.
What makes you think I know?
Because you're Tony Gilin. And if all I've read about you is true, you know. Anyway, if you don't, why'd you tell Mary that...
Tony!
Shut up! Tom, call the warehouse on Horton Street. Horton, 2300. Hurry up.
Is the boss in business again?
Yes. Rubber. Hot rubber.
Hot rubber? I don't believe it.
Oh, yes. He jumped on the bandwagon just as soon as it got rolling.
Yes, and I'm going to keep it rolling.
But, Mr. Gilin, you can't. This is not like selling alky or hijacking it from another in the same racket. We're in war.
Well, then you fight it.
I will. And men are doing it right now and dying all over the world. That's what they're doing, so we can have a better life. I'm not talking to you like Tom, the Tom you knew. I'm talking to you like just one of the millions of fellas like me. Maybe some with whiter skin, and maybe some with darker skin. But all knowing what the war's about or trying to find out. And ready to die for any of us, or all of us.
Tommy's right. You thought I was getting soft, but I wasn't. It was just the feeling that this was all wrong, that you were all wrong, that everything you've ever done has been for you and nobody else. So I'm jumping on a bandwagon, too. Only it's his bandwagon.
Listen to her. Maybe somewhere men could win a victory if help came to them in time. On rubber. Airplanes on rubber. Trucks on rubber. And tanks on rubber.
Tony, I'm going to tell you something. I warned that boy in there you were after him. I thought I did it because, well, they were a couple of nice kids like I was once. I didn't want to see them hurt. But now I know it was more than that. Tommy just put it into words. Please figure out some way to clear this up. You're smart, Tony. Open that door and let him out. If you don't, I will.
Now, you listen to me. I've been listening to you. The only thing I'm interested in is a big wad of dough. That's the only kind of freedom I go for. That flag-waving stuff may be okay for you, but not for me, see? And guys like me usually wind up on their feet. But double-crossers like you, usually on your backs with your bellies full of lead. Are you mad? Put that gun away.
No, you're not going, Mr. Gilin.
All right, Tom. Okay.
Call me.
Go after him. I think warehouse, Fulton Street. Hurry. Go after.
The address. What's the address?
Number 116 Horton Street.
116 Horton Street. Operator, send an ambulance to apartment D8. Crystal Towers Apartments. Yes, there's a man been shot. Hurry. That's it for help. You'll be okay.
I'd be all right. Go. This kind of sting doesn't spoil it.
Pack him in good and tight.
$116 Horton. Darling, be careful. No, I'm going along. Well, I don't know, but I'll find a way to get there.
What took you so long, Angel?
Well, I got here as fast as I could. What goes?
I'm going and so is she, but in two different directions. I took care of that Barry guy, and Nikki blazed the cannon at Tom. Take a couple of boys up to my apartment and wrap up Barry. You'll find him in the closet. Leave Tom there and don't touch the gun. The police will check the fingerprints. And dump her where the cops will find her.
Let's take some force.
Here. Now, let's get that fire.
Come on.
Dumbo. Tony killed Tom. I didn't. He was in a uniform like Gene, your brother, wears. You're proud of your brother, aren't you? Let him get away.
What do you mean, we?
Nikki and I.
Nikki.
Hello, Bill. You surprised to see me?
You bet I am. What do you know about handling a machine gun?
Are you kidding?
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I hope you enjoy.
College educated, medical school, specialized in mental disorders. Brilliant mind, smart.
Get him in here, will you, Harold?
John Muller, parents deceased. One brother, Frederick, accountant, New York Civil Service Welfare Department. Worked his way through Standish University. 4 years pre-medical, 2 years medical college. Withdrew suddenly. Practiced psychoanalysis without a license, Miami, Florida. Released, no evidence. Sold stock in non-existent oil wells, Cincinnati, Ohio. Released. Maintained hotel suite, lavish spender. Apprehended Middleton, payroll holdup. Convicted, sentenced. There's a bus ticket to Los Angeles. That's the address of the Michael John Company.
What's the Michael John Company?
Medical supply house. Your line, you ought to make good at it.
Who fixed it up, my brother Fred?
The personnel manager there will have your record. Nobody else will know anything about you. It's a good job, decent life. $35 a week. You won't take it.
No?
You'll be back here. You're a smart man, Muller. Good luck, Muller.
Hiya, Marcy.
Cigarette?
You know I don't smoke. Who came up north, Marcy?
Al, big boy Fritz. It's all set down there. They're ready for you. You got a lot to make up for, huh, Johnny?
Who's she?
Just a second, Johnny. Dear, what's your name? Hi, Johnny. Pretty nice dump, huh? Real comfortable.
Yeah? Comfortable and crummy. What about the boys?
What are you so impatient about? Just out of the clink and you got ants already?
So pickle yourself, I see.
No, I take it easy.
How long have you been up here with the squirrels?
Oh, about 2 years. You want one, Johnny?
You said he had a good setup?
Yeah. Safe and sure. I got my own slot machine route now.
Big time, eh, Marcy? I bet that brings you $90 a week.
Oh, more than that. Sometimes as much as $125.
Safe and sure. You're getting to sound like my brother. Maybe you ought to take civil service.
Hey, Johnny, what do you got in your mind? What do you got planned?
Hey, Johnny!
You'll see.
Good to see you, chum.
Hello, big boy.
Nice to have you back. Good to be out, eh, Johnny?
Sure. Lost a lot of time, though. Got to make a killing.
Oh, take time for a beer.
What's exciting?
Nothing. Same old thing. I got a job in a poker joint. Pays good, though. Sometimes they even give me free chips.
That's nice. A little handout now and then.
Oh, what's wrong with that, Johnny? Still think you got the world by the tail?
Hello, Rosie.
Well, we got the brains back.
Glad you came. Sit down, you guys. Sit down. Have some food. What's the matter with you? Got to take chances. That's the overhead in our racket. Now, listen. I had a lot of time to think. Got it all worked out. You're going to knock over off your Stanzig's gambling joint.
No, Johnny.
Why not?
Not Stanzik. You'd need an army to take him. Just as soon have the feds on me as his boys.
What happened to you? You two gone soft?
Johnny, you know the setup. We'd never get away with it. He's got triggermen all over the joint. And the place is always crowded.
That's it. Lots of people. And lots of money. The take ought to be $200,000 for us. And people, they never notice. They're all wrapped up in themselves. Now, listen, this is what we do. We take 2 cars. We drive south all night and all day. Next night, we go to Stanzig's. 1 guy stands by the cars, 1 takes the light switch. 3 of us walk in, just like players. We get the cash quietly, no fuss. Nobody notices.
You hope?
Nobody notices. The guy at the switch pulls it on time. The place is dark. We make our getaway. Well?
Johnny, you remember Dick Bolter?
Sure.
He tried to knock off Stanzik. He got away. No dough, but he got away. But still, Stanzik's guys got him. It took him 2 years, but they found him in Paris and put a meat stamp on him. In Paris, Johnny. That's the way Stanzik operates. I don't like it.
What are you crying for, Marcy? He don't know who we are. What can he do? What do you say, big boy?
I don't know, Johnny. I don't know. You say you got things all figured out. You always done pretty good before, but I don't know.
How?
200,000? That's a lot of dough for just a minute's work.
Rosie?
If everything goes like you said, fine. But if we foul up somewhere...
We won't.
Count me out, Johnny.
You forget easy, Marcy, don't you? Who covered for you at the trial? You would have been in prison with me if I hadn't watched what I said on the stand. And now you try to worship me. Okay, Johnny. I don't like it, but I'll go along with you. Well, and we all set. Honey, I have to whip you guys into picking up a fortune. No, I tasted it.
Number 9. $2.
You want to hit? 13.
Number 9.
Put the cash in the envelopes. All of it.
I can't, Joe.
Roll the dice. Get it. Here they are. 9 is your play. 9. Number 11. 9. I get it. Number 9. Number 9. These things are back. Roll the dice. Get it. Turn the wheel. Here they are. 9 is your play. 9. Number 11. 9. I get it. Roll them on. 7. 9.
This is my lucky night. Well, why don't you pay off? How many got away?
2 in the other car.
Who are they? What's their names?
Marcy and Johnny Muller.
Get them. If it takes 20 years, get them. Okay, you can go.
You mean we just walk away?
Just walk away. Not gonna let them get away, are you, Bullseye?
Yeah,
Rosie, big boy. They'll rat on us. They'll tell them everything they know about us, who we are, everything. They'll find us. They'll get us. A guy like Stancic, those guys don't stop till they get even. Believe me.
Ah, shut up, Russ.
How come you didn't figure the outside lamps? You're smart. How come you didn't know they worked on their own generators?
You got the money, haven't you? That 60 grand.
60 grand? I'd be better off working for some slob at $30 a week. What good is it? What am I going to do with it? You're looking for me in every hotel in every town. You hit Stancic's joint. You realize that? Rocky Stancic. You know a place you can hide out from Rocky Stancic? Go on, tell me. You're smart, educated, college man. I'm through with you. I'm going to blow. Mexico. South America. On my own. As far as I can get.
We'll give you every protection you need. We know how it is. You want to make a new start in a new city. You want to get away from your old surroundings. Now, nobody's going to know where you are or who you are. From now on, you're just another employee. Same as everyone else here at Michael Johnson.
Yes, Mr. Anderson. I guess it's time I settled down and took my big brother's advice.
I don't make the regulations here. I only enforce them. In the future, will you kindly see that your desk lamp's switched out before you leave?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. What do you want me to do with that?
Deliver them. It's a rush order. Some books that have to go to the medical building. Why? What is it? Just a minute. Don't you like to run errands? Is it beneath you? Too good for the job? You can always quit, you know. There's no law that says you have to work here.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. Yes.
What do you want?
I don't want anything.
Who are you? Who sent you?
Sent who, me?
What are you following me for?
Oh, yes, of course. That was all a mistake.
Mistake?
Yes, you see, I thought I recognized you. I thought you were somebody I know. You look exactly like him. The same features, the same build.
Don't give me that.
Please.
There's nobody that looks like me.
Believe me, you look exactly like him. Except, of course, for the scar.
Scar?
Yes, he's got a scar on his right cheek. No, I mean his left cheek. Well, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Believe me, honest. His name is Bartok. He's a professional colleague. I mean, we have offices in the same building, the medical building over there. He's a doctor, and I'm a dentist. Here. You can smell the iodoform on me. My wife always complains. She says it's in all my suits. Look.
Beat it.
Yes. Yes, thank you very much.
you doing here so early?
Why not?
Well, your first appointment doesn't start until 10:30. I just talked to you on the phone. How'd you get here so fast?
You don't think it was easy to do, do you?
Hello, Victor.
Wait a minute, I'm not...
Oh, my.
It's all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
I understand.
No, you see, you look just like Dr. Bartok.
Naturally,
And so
you're his secretary, so naturally
Yes, that's the way it was. No. Let go. I mean it. What can I do for you?
What more could any reasonable man ask?
No, I didn't mean that. It was a slip.
Slip my eye, that's Freud.
What do you know about Freud?
You gave yourself away, the subconscious mind coming out in spite of yourself. You're just a wild bundle raring to go.
What are you, anyway, an analyst or a patient?
Neither. An innocent bystander, I guess.
What do you want?
Nothing.
Then what'd you come up here for?
You told me I looked like Bartok. I was curious.
Just that?
That's all. The next thing you know, a girl, a perfect stranger to me, comes up and...
Dr. Bartok isn't here. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. A thing like this upsets a fellow.
Goodbye. What do you mean upsets a fellow?
What are you doing tonight?
Listen to him.
About that date tonight.
I'm very sorry. I'm busy.
Dr. Bartok.
Well, you... Here he comes. What do you think? Dead ringer, huh? But what a difference.
Don't kid yourself. If you knew me the way you know him, you'd probably change your mind. So long.
You've been away from your desk for 3 hours. 3 hours and 10 minutes, to be exact. Don't you think you owe me an explanation?
I was delayed.
Very interesting. What, if I may ask, delayed you?
I don't know. I walked around. I took a walk.
You took a walk?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I felt like walking, Mr. Thompson.
Here, don't you turn your back on me.
Get your hands off me.
You're going to listen to me.
Right you are.
You got yourself fired. You know that.
It's about time. I had enough of this place.
Don't you need the job?
No.
What are you going to do? Retire?
That's right.
That's very nice. It just takes a little dough, you know. Did you get the message?
What message?
There was a telephone call for you.
Yes? Who? Did he leave a name?
What are you getting excited about? It was just your brother.
Oh.
He wants to see you. He's at the Hotel Fraser.
Thanks.
I knew something was wrong the minute I found out you took that job at Michael John's.
What's the matter? What do you want?
They started coming around, looking for you.
Who came around?
Friends of yours. They said they wanted to reach you. They were no friends, John. They were Rocky Stanczyk's boys.
How do you know?
I checked it in his department. I found out all right.
When did they come?
3 or 4 weeks ago.
It'll blow over. I lose interest.
You think so? There's a friend of yours.
What?
Marcy. It added up, explained everything. I remember Marcy. The way the two of you went running around. I remember his big cars, his fancy suits, his haberdashery.
Why didn't you stay home and mind your own business? Don't you see what you did, you fool? You brought him straight to me.
Nobody followed me. Don't worry. I watched out.
What do you know about it?
You ran around. Good times, girls. You were special. You never followed the rules. There were no rules for you. Would you believe it? I think I wanted to see you get away with it. You were everything I wasn't, everything I wanted to be, everything we all like to be. Only we know better. We don't take the chances. We know sooner or later it always catches up with you.
Leave me alone, Freddy. Don't give me any lectures.
Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Marcy tried Mexico. It didn't help.
Oh, you see, you look just like Dr. Bartok.
This was you. A real double down to the last detail.
What do you think? Dead ringer, huh?
Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Marcy tried Mexico. It didn't help.
Bartok, that's it. They won't find me. Maybe I can get away with it. There are a lot of people like that. They don't know what they're running around for, but they keep it up. If they had any sense at all in their heads, they would stop all this foolishness, wouldn't they? And ask themselves what they're getting out of life. Now, there's you.
Me?
She goes to the office every morning, does her work, comes home at night, washes out a pair of stockings in the bathroom sink.
She could do better?
I don't know. I suppose she could.
Listen.
What?
You didn't call me up and keep after me just to take me to the zoo.
No?
Something's going on in that head of yours. I can read it in your eyes.
We're both doing a lot of eye reading here. Only I don't know what I see in yours. What are you talking about?
What are you trying to tell me?
Nothing. The facts of life.
What about the facts of life?
Listen, I'm just a guy out with a girl on a Sunday afternoon, working on her in a nice, normal way, trying to get acquainted.
What's the matter? Are you afraid?
Don't worry. I don't get frightened.
Then what is it, that guy Bartok?
What about Bartok?
Well, what about him? Is that the reason? Are you in...
Don't take too much for granted. A girl has to have a social life.
The things that come out of that sweet baby face of yours.
Don't run away with yourself. Take it easy.
Why do I like you?
My baby blue eyes. You don't think you're going to put anything over on me, do you?
Did you ever notice pretty girls nowadays walk around with an angry look on their face all the time?
What kind of a chump do you take me for, anyway?
They're suspicious, always watching out. They're just like misers.
I know you, inside out. What you're thinking, every minute. I know exactly what you are. What do you mean, like misers?
Well, you know, a miser's always afraid that somebody's scheming to rob him, to take him. What do you mean you know what I am? What am I?
You're one of those...
What?
You heard me. Well, somebody generally is, isn't it?
Generally is what?
Trying to take somebody.
Oh. Well, what are my chances?
When you start walking on your head. And now, thanks very much for dinner and everything, and I want to go home. If you think I'm going to get myself mixed up with you, you're crazy. You're pretty good, and you've got style, but first comes you, second comes you, third comes you, and after that comes you. You're one of those egotistical smart Alecks with big ideas. You think you've got a right to get away with murder, and I imagine you often do, but not with me.
It's a cinch. You're dead. No woman alive could possibly resist a man as attractive as all that. You don't want me to get all wet and take you to the door, do you? You can make it by yourself.
Sure.
What's the matter now?
You had to pick on Sunday. How a working girl hates Sunday evenings. Come on. Let's have some coffee. What do they mean by scopophobia?
Morbid fear some people have of being seen or looked at.
What's Korsakoff syndrome?
False memories, remembering things that never happened. What are you fishing around for?
You really know a lot about psychoanalysis.
So do you.
Oh, I work for an analyst.
I told you I studied for years.
I can't let you see Dr. Bartok's files.
And don't.
Those records are supposed to be confidential.
Forget it. I was just curious to see how he handled his patients. Well, it stopped raining.
Yes. Johnny. Good night.
Good night.
Well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow, Doctor.
Yes, Mrs. Leaves.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Trying to do get me fired?
No, why?
Shh, he'll hear you. I'm not supposed to have personal visitors. What would he think if he saw you?
Oh, I see what you mean. Very complicated kind of life you lead.
Oh, stop it, Johnny. Get out of here.
What's that?
What? Nothing. Go on.
What is it, Evelyn? Recording tape?
Yes, he dictates his notes and I type them. You certainly take a lot of interest in Dr. Bartok.
Well, we have so much in common.
Now, wait a minute.
How'd this get out here?
Not here. What's the matter with you? Don't take chances.
You take chances.
Will you get some sense into your head?
When do I see you tonight?
You don't. I'm having my hair done.
What time is your appointment?
7.
I'll pick you up when you get through. Where is it?
Vincent's, Wilshire at Laurel.
Vincent Blanc. Oh, it's right in my pocket.
Subject spoke reluctantly. Blocked preliminary move.
Subject spoke reluctantly. Block.
This didn't come from the 5 and 10.
You don't like it?
It just goes to show how wrong a girl can be.
What do you mean?
I was positive this beautiful thing between us was good for another 10 or 15 weeks at least.
It isn't?
Well, it's about 10 o'clock now. By 12, you'd have it all worked out. Goodbye, darling, and good luck. It's all over, isn't that right?
You don't bat an eyelash.
I just stepped in and saved you a couple of hours.
That's what I always liked about you. You're so quick.
You're a neat worker yourself.
Well, we're both prejudiced. Are you sore?
No, why should I be? What do you think I expected? Tell me, how are you going to put it?
How was I going to put what?
I'm just curious. What kind of a story were you going to give me?
A nice story, and it's true, too. I'm leaving town.
What a shame.
No, really, I'm leaving the country, Paris.
Honestly, you couldn't be nicer. I was just making some coffee. Do you want a cup?
Oh, thanks.
Hey.
What?
Listen.
Just a minute now. Don't monkey around.
What if I told you I was crazy about you?
Who said you weren't? So what?
No, look, what I mean, Johnny, I really like you.
I really like you, too. Only I told you, Paris.
You don't trust me?
Should I trust you?
Maybe I'd be good for you. You'd be surprised. Maybe I could help you.
Please, don't help me.
Maybe we could make a nice, decent life for ourselves together.
Maybe I don't want it. Why don't you just forget it?
Come on, Johnny.
Evelyn.
It's no use.
It's no use.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not kicking.
You saw, darling.
No.
You'll get over it.
I'll live.
You'll pass me on the street someday. You'll see me in a restaurant. You won't even know who I am.
No, I'll remember you. I think I'd always take the trouble.
That's sweet.
Goodbye, Johnny.
Goodbye.
Any kind of a trick you might want to try, my friend, let me tell you here and now. You'll find we got the answers before you even raise the questions.
I bet you do.
When you're on a call, don't dilly-dally. It's not your car. Bring it right back to the garage. Tell the girlfriend to take the bus.
Sure.
Everything here is on the time clock. Written record going in and out. And, of course, that's only one example.
I see.
Nothing personal. We trust you. Only these days, to stay in business, you got to be a hawk. Otherwise, they rob the shirt right off your back. After all, everybody's human. You got a reference?
Reference?
Got to have at least one local reference here, otherwise.
The Michael John Company. I worked for the Michael John Company.
You hesitate.
Well, I was fired at a fight.
A fist fight?
Yes.
Is that all? That's clean trouble, don't worry.
No, thanks.
See the porter down there? He'll give you a uniform. Maybe it'll fit. Be agreeable and we'll all get along.
Thanks.
Oh, one thing more I forgot.
Yes?
The new men here work the night shift. That's the rule. They get the late hours. Any objections?
No. Why should I object?
Roger.
Morning, Dr. Bartok.
Hello? This is the fellow that just picked up the enlargement. I was in your shop an hour ago. What? No, don't make any more prints. Don't give me any sales talk. What happened to the negative? Yes, the negative. What do I care? I want the negative back. Never mind my address. Don't send it to me. I'll pick it up myself. Got it?
Yeah, yes, sir. Here it is. Just one moment,
That's all
sir.
right. I'm in a hurry.
Did you tell him, Martel? He was very gruff, just like before on the phone. He wouldn't let me get a word in.
We should worry.
I was perfectly willing to make him a corrected print.
The average customer, they can never spot it.
It's not that, Aubrey. It's just
You're
that I don't...
over-conscientious, Artel. I've flopped pictures, reverse negatives 100 times. They never notice. And after all, what's the difference?
With his picture, the only difference is, instead of being on the left side of the face, the scar is on the right. Well, is that so terrible?
How many, please? $1's worth. That'll be $1, please.
It's going to check the oil?
All right, okay.
There you are. Hey, you. How much do you get for overnight parking?
75 cents.
Okay, we'll be back later.
I guess you caught me in the act.
Think nothing of it, Jerry.
Why don't you have your supper?
Because I don't want it.
There are only 2 or 3 cars out. I can carry on alone.
It's all right.
I hope to achieve a career as a professional ballroom dancer. Do you think that's silly?
Go right ahead.
It appeals to me. I guess I crave the spotlight. All I need is a proper partner. Some young lady who is talented and who would fall in with my ideas. The point is, I wish to create a distinctive dancing style of my own. I'll bet you anything you like I know exactly what's going on in your mind.
Yeah?
My height, right? Being short isn't as insuperable a handicap as you might think. If your personality is powerful, you can project the illusion of height. Also, they have specially fitted shoes. That's the doctor, Bartok, back from his country weekend.
I'll take it.
You will? Say thanks. You want to be very careful.
What?
That boil on your face, did it get infected? I noticed you still have it taped. Must be weeks now. If neglected, an infection can be a serious thing.
No, no, no. In the back. Sorry. And we'll do without any conversation either.
Okay, we'll be back later. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Marcy tried Mexico. They found him.
No fighters. A guy like Stancic, those guys don't stop till they get even. You know a place you can hide out from Rocky Stancic?
Here's a friend of yours.
Okay, we'll be back later.
What's your trouble, fella?
Nothing. Motor's flooded.
Want to push?
No.
Oh, let me give you a hand.
It's all right.
No, let me tell you, fella, I never pass up a man on the road that's in trouble. That's mean, selfish. I don't do that. Couldn't be like that if I tried.
Wait.
What's the matter with you, Marty? Can't you see he's a mechanic from a garage? He don't need no help from you.
Oh, that's right. Oh, excuse me.
Sure.
I just wanted to help. Well, good night to you, fella.
Good night.
There must be something wrong, operator. I can't get an answer. Would you check the number for me? Sure, on 83831. Dr. Bartok's not at home. I can't understand it. He's never late.
The way these doctors push you around nowadays, I tell you, really. I'm not waiting.
Wait a minute. I don't blame you for worrying, Miss Helen. The hiker with him last night, he was 4 hours overdue getting back. Now, 4 hours, that's certainly suspicious. It certainly don't look kosher. Now, don't get excited. I'll tell you what to do. We fired the guy, the hiker, on the spot, naturally. But we'll get hold of him, don't worry. But in the meantime, look, Miss Hahn, why don't you call the police, see? Yeah, Dr. Bartok's missing. Yeah, that's right, it's for the police. Just a minute, old phone. There. You people, for crying out loud, believe me, he's all right. The boy just delivered his car to him. Yes. Sure, the doctor's driving downtown now. He's probably over there right this minute.
Good morning, Dr. Bartlett.
How are you?
Morning, Dr. Bartlett.
Morning, Margie.
You had me going for a minute. Mrs. Nyman canceled out. She wouldn't wait. What happened to you, anyway?
I was detained.
What was the trouble, Victor?
Nothing at all.
Victor, the way you look.
Yes?
You're exhausted. You didn't get any sleep at all last night, did you?
I was working, reading. Who's outside?
Who you take at 11 o'clock, Mr. Davis.
Oh, yes, Mr. Davis, the retired clothing manufacturer. Give me 5 minutes, will you, and then send him in.
Certainly.
Oh, Dr. Bartok. I saw you down in the lobby. I just had to come up while I was still thinking of it. I'm Dr. Swanger, remember, and the dentist down on the ground floor?
Yes, Doctor.
I wanted to talk to you about this for quite some time now.
Why don't you come in, Doctor? Come in.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Why, the funniest thing happened. About a month ago, I ran into a fellow who looked exactly like you. You don't believe it, do you?
Interesting.
I don't mean it was just a resemblance. One of those things. This was you. A real double down to the last detail. Except, of course, he didn't have a scar on his cheek, naturally.
Of course.
That's one thing about me. If I do say so myself, I am observant. I take everything in. You want to know the reason why? Simple. It's my disposition. Now, I'm not all wrapped up in myself. Why, you take 4 out of 5 men and hold a gun to their heads and ask them the color of their wife's eyes. Would they know it? Why, of course not. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm a dentist. You're the psychoanalyst. It's silly.
Yes.
Not that you can blame them, of course. Why, the man in the street, he has his own worries and his petty little greeds and preoccupations, etc., etc. Why, they wouldn't notice it if the next fellow was breathing or dying. Now, isn't that a fact?
Yes.
All they can think about and talk about is themselves. Yeah. Well, thank goodness I'm not that way at all. I'm not egotistic.
No.
Well, I've got to run along my office, and you're a pretty busy man yourself. Well, so long.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
For what? Oh, it's nothing at all.
Oh, Doctor.
Yes?
I wanted to ask you, how is your wife?
My wife?
Yes.
Oh, she's fine. Oh, yes, she's fine. She's all right. Yeah.
I had specifically told them there what I wanted for breakfast. And I made a fuss. I suppose that was small of me. Couldn't help that. I wanted things to go well. It was the first vacation I'd taken in years. As you know, I'd worked hard all my life. Never spared myself. Well, I don't want any credit for that. I was reading Thackeray. I prefer the classics, or books that have withstood the test of time. I must say I have no patience with contemporary light reading. I asked my wife... no. I think yes, what I did.
And then they went out for a week, my daughters and my son. And there I was, left in the house all by myself. Was that fair, Doctor? Tell me honestly what you think. It isn't that I make demands. The last thing I want to be is a burden to them. I never asked them to wait on me hand and foot the way some mothers do. But after all, I've devoted my whole life to them. Surely the least they could do is to show me a little affection, a little consideration.
Hello.
You said you'd call me up.
I was just going to the phone.
Is anything wrong?
No, I'm fine.
Well, aren't you coming? It's late.
Darling, I
can't understand it. You told Maxwell we'd be there by 9. You made a special point.
But I'm on my way.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
What?
Where are you?
Where do you think? Home.
No, that isn't what I mean, darling. Listen, could you do something for me? Could you meet me at the Wellington?
The Hotel Wellington?
Yes, in the arcade. I'll have to make a call there. It'll save time.
Well, are you going to be very long?
No, I'll meet you in half an hour. Oh, darling.
Yes?
I want you to stop in at the florist there and get yourself an orchid.
An orchid?
Yes, I want you to have it. Tell them to charge it to my account.
All right. I'll meet you at the Wellington.
Good. And don't forget the orchid.
What's going on?
Weddings.
Guess.
Darling.
You see? I got your orchid.
Yes, I notice.
They're probably wondering right now what happened to us. Better hurry.
Yes, wait.
What is it, Victor?
Nothing. I was wondering, do we really have to go to Maxwell's tonight?
Do we? You know those boys. If we don't show up, they'll think we're running on them or something.
Yes, they would, wouldn't they? Listen, who's going to be there tonight?
What do you mean who's going to be there? Usual crowd.
Yes, of course. Oh, darling, would you like to drive my car to Maxwell's?
What?
I thought you might enjoy it.
Enjoy it? I'd love it. You know I've been wanting to drive that car for weeks.
Well, all you had to do was say so.
You're looking very well this evening, Victor.
Am I?
Mm-hmm. Very handsome.
Thank you, dear. Shall we go?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Dr. Bartel.
Good evening.
No more bets.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 23 red.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I was just going to say I've been cashing a lot of bonds lately, haven't I?
Hello, Doctor.
Hello.
You always take a chance when you gamble.
Good evening, Dr. Bartot.
Good evening.
You're coming around to Maxwell's quite often these days. 2 or 3 times a week, huh, Doc?
I guess you're right.
Take care now. Don't let them rob you.
Good evening, Miss Taylor. Hello.
Victor?
Come along.
Three, right. Same tonight, Dr. Bartok?
The same, Frank.
I'll put it on your account. It's Harry.
I'm sorry, Harry.
Hi, Virginia.
Hello, Marjorie.
Sit down, Virginia.
Thank you.
Make it play. Put him down.
You know, it's very strange. I didn't think of it until just now.
You didn't think of what, Mrs. Nielsen?
Your methods. I don't know what it was, but they weren't quite the same today, were they?
We vary our procedures from time to time, Mrs. Nielsen. We like to see what results we get.
Well, I must say that things went much smoother today, though, didn't they?
Yes, I think so, Mrs. Nielsen. Thank you.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Nielsen.
I told them to send up a tray around 7. You're really putting in long hours, aren't you?
Yes.
I guess I'll run along. Good night.
Evelyn,
Yes?
come here.
What is it?
Look at me.
What?
You've been watching me all day, haven't you?
Have I?
Is there anything peculiar about me?
No, of course not.
Then why do you watch me? What are you worried about?
I don't know.
Something troubling you?
No. Yes.
Well, tell me.
You've been so strange.
Really?
You've been avoiding me.
Do you blame me?
What do you mean?
What do you think I am, Evelyn? Don't I know?
No, what?
You've been seeing somebody.
Oh, come now.
All right, I don't mind. I was just curious. Well, isn't it true?
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Then, why you turn away? Does this embarrass you?
I don't know what you want. It's late.
What do you do? Give you a bad time?
I don't want to stay here and quarrel. I don't feel like it.
What happened? Did he hurt you?
Do I look hurt?
I should say you do.
Well, don't fool yourself. You don't get hurt these days.
No?
No, it's very simple. You never expect anything, so you're never disappointed.
You're a bitter little lady.
It's a bitter little world full of sad surprises, and you don't go around letting people hurt you. I'll tell you something. In all my life, I think I've only had one beau I was really willing to trust.
Should have held on to him, married him.
I wanted to, but I couldn't. He was 12 years old, and I was 9.
Are you sorry for yourself?
No, because for one thing, it's too late, and what's the use? Because you never can go back and start again. Because the older you grow, the worse everything turns out. You don't see it happening to you, it just happens. You wake up one morning, and there you are, and anything goes, and that's all right, too. Now, does that upset you, Dr. Bartok?
Doesn't bother me at all.
Anytime you say, I can quit.
I would never let you go, Evelyn.
That's nice. Thanks.
I would miss you badly. You don't know how much I would miss you.
You're not in business to worry about people or their whereabouts. You couldn't afford it.
Maybe he knew people here, had friends. If I could talk to them, I've got to find them. I don't know of any other place I can start from.
Bartlett, Anderson. You know anything about a man named Muller? John Muller? Guy we fired a couple of months ago thereabouts? Hmm? Mm-hmm. No. He doesn't know anything about... What? Oh, just a minute. Reference? Okay. All right, Bartlett. Thanks. You might try this place, the garage. Clover Garage.
You'll have a long wait. The patient just went in.
That's all right.
I'm afraid we never noticed the different hikers. To tell the truth, I don't know what made you think of coming here.
Well, they told me at the garage the last call he went on was with Dr. Bartog.
I suppose it was.
He was gone for 4 hours that night.
I heard about it. They fired him.
Yes. Something may have happened. I don't know. It just might be the doctor remembers him. You see, my brother was interested in psychoanalysis. Went to medical school. Dr. Bartog might be able to give me some kind of lead. Nothing else to go on.
Why don't you wait? Sit down.
Thank you. There he is. That's my brother. I'm sorry. The resemblance, for a minute I thought...
What can I do for you?
I came here... I'm trying to locate my brother. He worked for a garage you use.
His name was John Muller.
Do you know him? Do you know where he is?
Miss Hahn?
He went to Europe, to Paris.
Don't go, tell me.
That's all I know. Leave me alone.
Wait.
Stay here. I'll be right back.
Your nerve. Hold on to yourself.
I should have known it from the start.
So you know, so what? Don't you think I expected you to find out sooner or later?
Worry you?
No.
Why? What's the matter? Do you trust me?
Sure, I trust you. You're no fool. What can you do? Go to the police? You've got more sense than that. What good will it do you or anybody else?
What good will it do me if I don't?
Letty, the two of us together. Listen, don't you see it? I'm Bartok. Who is going to know? Who'll ever find out?
You killed him.
I had to. I was in a jam. I had killers on me. It was the only way out. I took it. I had to take it.
You don't have to explain to me. I'm not shocked. I'm not supposed to be.
Listen.
I didn't give you away, did I? I lied. What more do you want?
Wait. Let me get rid of him. I've got a patient in the office. Wait for me.
Well?
Can I see her again? Can I talk to her?
She told you everything she knows.
You don't understand.
No, I don't.
My brother's in trouble. He's hiding out. He thinks they're killers after him, a man named Stancic. But they're not.
What?
Nobody's looking for him.
What do you mean?
I work for the government. I know people. They tipped me off. They got this man Stancic. Income tax charges. They're deporting him in another month or so. They've already broken up his crowd. My brother's safe, in the clear, and he doesn't know it. There's no telling what he might do. You don't know him. He's smart, got big ideas, willing to take any kind of chance. I've got to stop him before it's too late.
Don't worry about him.
What?
Take care of yourself. People like him don't need your help.
I
know them. I've studied their cases by the dozens. Whether we like it or not, the fact is they're the ones who know what they want, and they always get it.
I've studied their cases to work in the welfare department.
Well, perhaps you are right. It doesn't matter. I'm afraid there's nothing else we can do for you here. Miss Hahn doesn't know his address or anything like that.
I see. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused you.
Not at all. Goodbye. Forgive me, I've kept you waiting, Miss Nielsen.
That's all right, Doctor.
I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid we have to cancel this appointment. I had a call, an emergency.
Oh, well, I understand. I'll see you tomorrow, Doctor.
Yes, tomorrow, Miss Nielsen.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye. Evelyn! Evelyn! Hello? I'm rushed for time, Virginia. What is it? No, I can't go to Maxwell's tonight. What? I'll explain later. I can't talk now. No, nothing is wrong. Of course I'm not going any place. What put that idea into your head? Call me later. Call me tomorrow. Goodbye. happened to you? What are you doing? Honolulu, you're sailing tonight. What kind of a deal did you make?
It's always a deal.
Who did you talk to?
Nobody.
Did you tell me to the police?
You don't have to worry.
What are you running away for?
How do you think I feel?
Give it time. It passes. You'll get over it.
You get over it.
Sure. Use your head. I took all the chances. I worked it out. Now is the time to cash in, both of us.
I don't want it.
I mean that.
It's not worth it.
Don't be smart.
I'm sick of being smart, waiting for time to pass, waiting to get over it.
Don't talk like a kid.
I booked passage on the first boat going out because I want to get away as fast and as far as I can.
Why?
Because I'm sick of being wise.
What are you trying to give me?
I'm tired of knowing all the answers.
Where did you get off pulling this talk on me? Where did you learn it? You take care of yourself, and that's all.
$1's a dollar.
Yes.
Watch out for number one. Always play it for yourself.
That's right. Do they worry for you? Did they worry for Bartok? Did anyone bother to notice the difference?
I hate it.
Hate it or don't hate it? Who is asking you? This is the way it is, and you know it. You've been around long enough.
I hate everything I know. I hate everything in me. I hate you. I hate.
I didn't make it that way. I can't change it. What do you want me to do? I'm going with you.
Get up here.
We'll go together tonight.
You don't think I believe that, do you?
Give me time. Let me fix it at the office. I don't want them to go looking for Bartok for me.
You're Bartok. You've got it all now. You're not going anywhere.
I'll meet you on the boat.
You say it, but you won't. You've got a good thing now. It's rich. You'll never let it go. Not you. You've got too much sense.
I'll be there.
You won't.
That's right, Doctor. I've talked to the building superintendent. He'll give the keys to your secretary. Yes, you'll find the names and addresses of my patients in the desk. I'm sure you'll be able to handle them all between you, Dr. Henning, and Dr. Kramer. Yes, I'm afraid it was sudden. I wasn't at all prepared. Well, thank you very much for making it possible. Thank you, Doctor. Goodbye.
Dr. Bartok. Excuse me, please, Doctor. I hope you don't mind it if I talk to you.
What do you want?
The scar. It's so clear in my mind. I always somehow thought it was on the other side.
Did you notice that?
What? I know I'm mistaken. The scar, I mean. Of course I'm wrong.
Yes. Good night.
Good night, Doctor.
Driver, I'm in a hurry. Step on it, will you?
Okay.
Where can I get a porter?
They're all busy. Ship's sailing in a few minutes now.
Here. What do you want?
What do you think?
Where are you from?
You know where. Maxwell's.
Maxwell's?
You owe us a lot of money.
What?
90 grand.
What are you talking about?
You didn't think we were going to let you run out on us just like that, did you, Dr. Bartok?
Wait a minute. You got the wrong guy. I'm not Bartok.
You're not?
I know Bartok. I look like him, sure, but my name is Muller. Look, you fools, the scar. His is on the left side.
What did it do? Move over?
Now, wait a minute. Let me go. I can square this thing. I'll send you the money.
I'll bet you will.
Let me go. I've got to make that boat.
You're not getting on that boat, Dr. Bartok.
Let me go.
We heard some shots. You did. Cops just caught him, ran right into him.
Well, did anybody get hurt?
I don't know.